morning and happy day 2 of our friendship journey. I want to thank you and give my appreciation for you joining me during this 14-day journey of friendship. Today, I want to talk about the modern day friendships. Modern day friendships are kind of different from when I grew up or as an adult, period. We live in a world where friendship is often defined as our friends and followers on social media, um, the likes, the loves. A lot of times people are really um, vying for how many likes and how many loves that they get. Social media is even encouraging staying on the media platform to get likes so they can pay you and stuff like that. Just I don't know. It's just weird. It's something that I don't understand and never really gotten into. I use my social media platforms, number one, for my ministry, and number two, to try to keep up with my friends and what's going on, and then I also use my social media platform to keep distant family in the loop of what's going on. So again, remember I told you I'm not that phone call girl. So I kind of like social media because I can post pictures and kind of talk that way. We always in a day and age of my eye is running this morning of having our cell phones in our hands. I use my cell phone is my pal. It is my assistant. It's my calendar. It's my everything. My memo. I take memos. My emails. All of that. I just love my phone. So I get it. I get it. We interact with others by posting vacation photos. We update about our kids, our accomplishments, and sharing um, reposts and all of our exciting news and stuff. This is how we communicate with each other. But while these things are um, helpful, they help us stay connected on some level. They're hard, um, and they're hardly the way that we're supposed to build friendships. They're not the building blocks that we need for closeness and that intimacy. So our modern lifestyles actually work against friendships. Just about everyone is over busy, over schedules, stretched to the max, stretched so much that we're thinned out. You know, I don't know about you, but that's my um that's how I see myself as being stretched too thin sometimes. Over scheduled. Like today, I have so much running around to do. I'm self-employed, so I have clients I gotta attend to. Then I gotta run to a dental appointment. Then I gotta be grandma. Then it's like I just gotta do. I go from point A to point B to point C to point D, um, and everything is just moving. I don't really have time to really schedule it where, okay, well, I got to work this day, so I can't. When you're self-employed, it don't work like that. I don't have a 9 to 5, so it's a little different between work. If you take classes, household chores, and family commitments, there isn't a lot of time left to develop a nurturing friendship. That's why I am so grateful for the ladies that I have in my life that I can call and consider them a friend, because some kind of way God has made a way where I am available for them and they are available for me. And that is nothing but the goodness of God because I don't know how I find time to nurture friendships. Small tasks with my best friend who is a coworker of mine, or text messages to say hi, may all be what we can just muster up to do. Um, my best friend, because she works with me, we hardly ever talk on the phone, so I don't see her until we're at work. Do I miss our interactions together like we used to have, like when we were um, back in college or something like that? Yes, I do, but life just doesn't give you that time. And to be sure, even brief interactions can brighten up our day, right? So I have girlfriends that we just have like brief encounters, and we just call and say, hey, I need to connect. So then we'll have pick a lunch date or a dinner date or something like that that we can do. Then I have girlfriends that I do their hair. So those are my brief interactions, my 2 hour intermittents. And sometimes we stay over and we just laughing, talking, or just pouring into each other. Or we just have that phone call. We get that phone call, and when that phone call comes, because I know when my phone rings, I don't know how they feel, but when my phone rings, I'm like, uh-oh, something's going on. I need to take this call. Okay. So that's what I mean by I know God makes a way where they are there when I need them, and um they're there. I'm there when they need me. Okay. Um, let's see. Where do I want to go? Oh, it's nothing like a good cup of tea. I love my tea. God created us to be he created us to, I don't want to use the word needy, but he created us to need more than just superficial social ties. We need true biblical friendships. And so I want to delve into the biblical side of friends and not just talk about the goodness of friends, but just how friendship was designed for us in the Bible. Remember, yesterday I talked about how friendship was a gift from God, and Jesus had friends, and he never showed up without his friends. Okay. So Ecclesiastes 4, 9, 11 through 12, Solomon talks about two are better than one because they have a good reward for their labor. For example, let's say we just had some cold weather here, and I'm in Missouri. For those of you that are tuned in that are not from, that are not here in the state that I'm in, we just had some ice, some freezing weather. I mean, -6 temperatures. And we have a problem in this country with homelessness. So it said, for example, if you were stuck outside in the cold with nowhere to go, nowhere to find shelter or anything like that, it would say, or that we know that if two would embrace to generate that body heat, they can withstand the cold. They can keep warm, right? Let us say if one may be overpowered. Let's say you got somebody that's trying to attack you, and you become overpowered by yourself. But if it's two of you, you two can possibly overtake them, right? So two are always better than one. And true friends stay by our sides, not only to have fun, but also to support and motivate us as we run the race that God has set before us. I am, again, like I said, you're going to hear me say I am grateful, grateful, grateful a lot because, like I said, some of the ladies that you will see at the end of this journey, this 14-day journey, are just some of the ones that I can gather up quickly. But I have several there that are not on this call, and I'm so grateful for them because they are there to support me in what I do. They support me in my business. They support me in my family life. They, my personal life, my ministry walk. Um, very, very supportive. Um, I don't share a lot about me because I'm very cautious about who I share it with. The devil is always busy and someone's always out there trying to attack you. So I do not open the doors for that. It's enough. Trouble's always waiting around the corner, and I do not like to borrow it, and I'm not going to let it in. So trust is very, very important to me. So, and I'm sure it is for you. So let's talk about how there can be a shared commitment to God's way of life and a desire to please and glorify Him by how we live our lives. And that is the essence of a biblical companionship or friendship. And I believe friendship is so precious that it all comes down to the characteristics. And I want to talk about 6 characteristics that I believe are the important ones, which is unconditional love. That's the first one. Okay. Unconditional love, we've all encountered people who stick around only when it's convenient or when they're getting what they want out of the relationship. These are the ones that are, I say, like the Dead Sea. The Dead Sea doesn't give anything back. It just takes, 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 take. Okay. So, nevertheless, yeah, Proverbs 17:17. That's the one I was talking about yesterday. A friend loves at all times. They are givers, not just takers. True friends choose to focus on what they can give to each other, okay, rather than what they might get out of the friendship. Now, I have people that's in my life, very loving people. They don't cause me any harm or anything. They appear as if they support me, but I do know that they are around just when they need me, which is fine. I have no problem with that at all. It's fine, because God places people in your path, and we are to be kind, and we are to help one another and love one another. So I have no problem with that. I have a friend who immediately comes to mind in this regard. And there have been times when we've been together and I was preoccupied, tired, or a bit edgy. And I feel that edginess. Sometimes I say that's when the craziness come out. Or, says something, she may have said something that rubbed me the wrong way. Yet the next time I saw her, she still had a huge smile and a hug for me, which was fine. But perhaps the invitation to dinner uh was the thing that kind of softened me around the edges. Let's go have dinner, let's talk, let's hang out, let's do this. So that was a good thing. There is a security in this kind of friendship, to know someone's not going to give up on us, and that they're going to be there for us, even when we might not always be pleasant or to be around. Okay. Because sometimes I can be that friend where I have nothing to give. I just need to take something from you. I just need to get a withdrawal. I have nothing to deposit. Sometimes we're all like that. And then we have friends that come to us like that. They just need to take a deposit out. They don't have nothing to not a deposit, take a withdrawal out. They have nothing to deposit into us. But then sometimes, we're giving and taking, depositing and withdrawing together. Okay. Um, the ultimate example of unconditional love is Jesus Christ. Okay. Who did not come to be served, but to serve and to give his life a ransom for many. He did not come to be served, but to serve. That's saying something right there. Our Savior, our King, our Lord and Savior did not come to be served, but to serve and to give his life as a ransom for all of us. Mark 10:45. The ultimate love right there. He voluntarily laid down his life for the benefit of unworthy mankind, unworthy man and woman. If we are able, let me see how I want to say this. If we are to have a biblical friendship, We must do the same. We must love others sacrificially. Does that make sense? Whether or not it's deserved and without expecting anything in return. So, going back to what I was saying, sometimes um, we come to just take a withdrawal. That's because that person needs us. That doesn't mean, well, what I get from you, um, sacrifice, 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 whether or not it is deserved and without expecting anything in return. That's friendship, biblical friendship, biblical friendship. That's what Jesus Christ did for us. And he was the perfect model of friendship. Um, the second thing I want to talk about is support during trials. We all have our trials that we go through in life. Um, some of us are walking in grief. Some of us are in bad relationships. Some of us are without jobs. Some of us are having problems with children. Some of us are just having trials. Um, Very often, our natural inclination is to stay clear of people who are facing difficult circumstances. Um, why? Why do we stay clear of those people that are going through hard times? Um, we're afraid to enter into other people's pain, maybe, because we have our own pain. We already are going through things in our own lives. So then to welcome others into other pain into our lives can be kind of difficult. I mean, we're human, right? I got enough to go through. I ain't got time for all of that. Or the phone rings and we like, we just let it go to voicemail or we push it to silence. Don't you hate when you get that? I've called people several times and I know when they done slid me to voicemail. And me, that's the crazy part. I will call right back. Did you just push me to voicemail? That's what I say. And I'm like, not once. And I get upset. I do. I genuinely get upset because I'm like, not once have you ever called me and I've never answered the phone. And when I'm calling you, you push me to voicemail. See, that's the crazy part of me. But I know me. That's what I say. I know me, right? So, anyway, we're afraid sometimes to enter to others' pain because we know it's possible we might say the wrong thing. Right there, we might say the wrong thing or we might not have the right answers because sometimes we think people are looking for answers, but not all the time. Sometimes people just want to hear, they just want to listen. Or not, people just want to listen. Sometimes people just want you to listen. They just need to pour their heart out and just have someone to listen, someone that they can trust to listen to them, right? But mostly, I think we're afraid of the burden. It's the burden. Um, I don't think of it as a burden. The litmus test of a friendship is when we ask willingly, willingly, can I enter into someone else's pain? Or they're asking, will you come into my pain? The second part of Proverbs 17:17 states that a brother is born for adversity. True friends are willing to endure discomfort. They're willing to endure it so they can be there for each other when needed. But being a good listener to someone who needs to talk, pray, or fast about another situation, sending notes of encouragement, providing practical help like supplying meals, helping with the kids, just sitting quietly, with them, with a hurting friend. I've had the opportunity to be able to sit with a hurting friend. Actually, I had two two hurting friends. Um, One of them lost their son, and another one lost their husband. And there was a situation where the litmus test of a friendship, um, stepping into someone else's pain. Um, I didn't know if I was going to be able to have the right words, but I was willing to be there so she can talk, and I listened and I encouraged. The other friend, uh, I kind of put distance because because of the pain, because of the pain, and our interaction together after the loss was um, painful for me because her pain, she lashed out at me, n- n- not meaning to, but some of the things that she was saying to me was kind of hurtful. Um, and I took it, but then because we're friends, I didn't see where they were coming from. And I'm all like, hold up, I want to talk to you because I'm in my feelings. Um, I've experienced people losing people in their lives very close to them, um, in my personal life, and that grief is hard, and it almost cost me a lot in my life. So sometimes I just kind of stay. I'm just here if they need me, if they call me. But also there in prayer. I'm lifting them up in prayer and fasting and stuff like that. So that is the litmus test of a friend. Are you there during the adversities? Are we there during the difficult times? Um, the third thing I want to talk about is genuine happiness for each other's success. Genuine happiness. I will pick up with that topic tomorrow. Okay? Day 3. The genuine happiness for each other's successes in life. All right. So thank you again. I hope you are enjoying this journey that we started on with friendship. Is leading up to you getting to meet my girlfriends. Okay. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.